Two more opportunities to score a big jackpot before the World Cup. And the first one's this weekend. Let's get it. Hey, what's going on, guys? Jason Mattis, of course, with Winning Bets, hanging out with you guys on this episode. That's right, it's the Premier League, so it's time to talk NBC Sports Predictor and a chance to win $50,000 if you can correctly predict 6 games this week for Matchweek number 15. Take all 6 of those games they ask you about, give them the correct score for all 6, and that's how you'll take home that $50,000. If nobody can do it, you'll compete for a guaranteed $1,000 prize. 4 points right if you can get the result, and 10 points right if you can get the correct score. Hey, all season long, I give away $25 each and every single week to the winner of the Winning Bets League. If you need that league information, you can grab it from this video description, but it's very simple. Join the league, have the most points at the end of the match week, and you can take home my $25. Let's take a look and see who won last week. Looks like we had I Have Faith. You do have faith. Good job coming in first place with 26 points, and you didn't win 25. Remember, we had a tie from the previous week, so this week was worth $50. So you take $50 away from me. Good job, man. Hey, you correctly predicted 0-0 and Fulham and Everton. How the heck did you do that? That is outstanding. And then 4 other games, you got the result right. So 5 of the 6 games you were able to get points from. Just an outstanding week right there. I have faith. Good job. Hit me up on Twitter. Drop me your PayPal information, and I'll go ahead and send you that $50. As for everybody else, we all start off with 0 points. So this could be your week to take home my $25. As I mentioned there in the intro, the World Cup's coming up, and the Premier League's obviously going to take a break, as all the leagues obviously will, as the players compete in that World Cup. So we've only got 2 more chances before that World Cup, which starts November 20th, to win that $50,000. So let's jump on into it and see how we'll do this week. The first game here is Everton and Leicester, and I know I said I saw goals last week in Everton and Fulham and it didn't happen, but I really see goals again this week, just like last week in an Everton match. They look pretty good. That first half was really entertaining. I mean, Fulham had 11 shots. Everton had 7 shots. It was back and forth. It was a nice, good, competitive game. Just the goals didn't happen. But now you get Leicester, a team that we know has got a lot of quality going forward, and they're also leaky on the back. This one's going to be played at Goodison Park. Calvert-Lewin is back into the squad now, so that'll obviously give this Everton team a lift. I'm going to see goals. I struggle with picking a winner. Couldn't tell you who's going to win or if it's going to end in a draw, but I'm going to go ahead and predict 2-2 draw. 2-2 draw at Goodison Park. The next game takes us to Stamford Bridge, where it's once again trying to find out if Arsenal is going to be for real this season in their title push. Remember, they played a couple big boy opponents so far this year. They were able to beat Tottenham in the North London Derby, and they did not beat Manchester United, though. This is another big chess in the London Derby, going to Stamford Bridge and taking on Chelsea. Chelsea coming off the midweek win. They're in Champions League. I'm doing this recording on Thursday, so we don't know what Arsenal is doing so far in their Europa League game, but it's a game that they've got to take pretty serious, right? They want to be in first place. You don't want to have to be in second place in the Europa League and face one of those teams coming down from the Champions League, joining the Europa League. So I expect Arsenal to field a pretty good, strong lineup at the Emirates here on Thursday night and go out there and get the 3 points against Zurich, which might hinder their chances against Chelsea here on Sunday at Stamford Bridge. Either way, if you look at the head-to-head, Chelsea's kind of had the advantage. I look at this one to be low-scoring, kind of a cagey match. Neither one of these teams is going to want to give anything up. It'll be a nice contested match for all, the second balls. In the end, though, it's at Stamford Bridge. I think they pull it out in a 1-0 win. It's going to be interesting, though, to see, though. Part of me is kind of pulling for Arsenal, right? I want there to be a title race. There's been seasons past where Manchester City has kind of run away with this, and earlier on the season, you're seeing Arsenal put up a good fight. So I'd like Arsenal to get the win to kind of keep the pressure on City. I just can't see it. I think they're going to throw everything they've got at Thursday night to get in the first place, and then it's a real tough task going to Stamford Bridge there on the coming weekend. So I'll give it to Chelsea, and I'll go 1-0 win to Chelsea. The next one here is between West Ham and Crystal Palace, and you want to talk about a contrast between season form and head-to-head. Head-to-head says there's going to be goals in this fixture. Maybe picking a winner could be a little bit difficult, but you can guarantee yourself you're going to get goals. That being said, if you want to look at this current season, Nobody has scored the least goals per average on match than West Ham at 1.9. That is dead last in the Premier League. Crystal Palace isn't a whole hell of a lot better at 2.3 goals. So while the head-to-head may say there's going to be goals, I'm going to rely on what we're getting this season from these two clubs, which is low-scoring matches. In fact, I think this one's going to be so low-scoring. I like West Ham's defense. I always like Crystal Palace's defense. I think it's going to be 0-0. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of clear-cut chances. And will those guys be able to convert those clear-cut chances? Well, West Ham, obviously, if you're only averaging 1.9 goals in your matches, you're not clicking on offense. Kamaka's not getting it done. Antonio's not getting done. Bowen's missing penalty kicks against Liverpool. It's a mess right now at West Ham. And then at Palace, they've got some nice pieces going forward and some quality, but nothing that is going to scare a West Ham defense that is just really good. So I'm going 0-0 here between West Ham and Crystal Palace. Next one here is Aston Villa taking on Manchester United. Manchester United is in action on Thursday night, but I don't think that's going to hinder their chances. Boy, Aston Villa is just really, really terrible. Look, they won their first game after replacing their manager, and then they were put right back down to earth and a little bit of a thumping there by Newcastle, and we were on Newcastle, remember, so we got that one right. The only chance Villa has is Unai Emery. He took over the club on Tuesday. Remember, Unai Emery was once in charge of Villarreal when they beat Manchester United in the Europa League final. I don't know, though. They don't have as good of a squad. Manchester United is absolutely flying high. Look, if Manchester United were to put together a few results, not only would they be in the top four, but they could maybe enter the title chase. I don't think they're a real title contender, but they could maybe put themselves in the picture for a few weeks, maybe a few months, if they keep stacking up wins. And I think they do stack up wins, but I think one thing you're going to get because of Unai Emery is a low-scoring game. He's not going to be able to just all of a sudden bring on the quality in terms of scoring and get these guys the scoring touch, but he's going to keep it compact. He's going to keep it low-scoring. So because of that, I'm going United 2-0. It's going to be 1-0 for a long period of time. And then I think sometime after the 85th minute, United gets that second goal for a 2-0 win. So United 2-0 for me over Aston Villa. The next one here is Southampton taking on Newcastle at St. Mary's. If you want to talk about the table, go look at the home table. Because, right, you can look at the table and then you can break it down by home form and away form. Look at it on home form where Southampton is this coming weekend at St. Mary's. They're in dead last on home form. This team is not clicking at home for whatever reason. Generally speaking, they're kind of not clicking. They're in the bottom half of the league. Meanwhile, we've been on Newcastle. We've correctly predicted them to win a lot of matches this season. I think they're going to handle Southampton. I'll give Southampton a goal, but I'm not super confident in it. Look, you guys know I love Nick Pope, love Eddie Howe, maybe the manager of the season so far here in the Premier League. Love everything he's doing, but maybe it's Arteta or maybe it's Eddie Howe. Either way, I just love everything about Eddie Howe. And again, love everything about Nick Pope. But, okay, I'll say Southampton gets a goal. Newcastle's coming here, though. They're getting the 3 points. They're going to keep on riding high and staying up in the top 6, top 4, where maybe they'll, maybe they can crack it at some points this season. Give me a Newcastle win. This one's going to be an easy, straightforward win for Newcastle. I'm going 3-1. 3-1 win for me. Then the last game here is the other big boy matchup this weekend with Tottenham taking on Liverpool. Both of these two teams were obviously involved in midweek Champions League action. Tottenham getting the big win and securing first place in their Champions League group, and Liverpool got a nice big win up against Napoli. And not only did they get a big win over Napoli, kept Napoli goalless and got a clean sheet. That was a surprise. Why did that happen? It happened because Virgil van Dijk and Kanate were paired up as a center back pairing, a pairing that you have not seen a lot this season. If these two guys stay healthy, boy, they can be a really dangerous pair. Obviously, they're just two really good center backs, not only in the Premier League, but really in all of the world. So then I look at this matchup and say, okay, Tottenham have had success in this matchup because they've been able to hit them on the counter. They don't have Son anymore. Son's out with an injury, and that's a big part of them playing through the counter. So now you're going to put it on Harry Kane's shoulders, and I don't know if Harry Kane can really disrupt Virgil van Dijk and Kanate. They're just really big, tough, strong, physical defenders. So I expect actually Liverpool to maybe have more of the possession and create more of the chances here, even though this one is at White Hart Lane. And I like Liverpool in this spot. I think they can get it done. Probably a goalless first half or goalless through much of the first half. You know how Kanate is going to set them up on the low block and just defend, which is, maybe crazy to hear that at White Hart Lane, but I don't think he's got the offensive power to really go at this Liverpool team. So keep it compact in the back. Hold on for as long as you can. Hope you can scrape out a goal. I don't see that happening, though. I think Liverpool scrapes out the 3 points here at White Hart Lane. They get the job done in a 2-0 fashion. 2-0 win for me for Liverpool. All right, guys, and that's how we're doing it this week here on Match Week number 15. Again, all 6 games worth $50,000. And if you haven't already yet, join the Winning Bets League. And again, that league information is in this video description. We've only got one more match week before the World Cup. And then we'll obviously take a month off of this game and of these videos. So, all right, come on back next week. We'll see if we can't get you guys $50,000. Enjoy match week number 15. Good luck with your picks. That was a lot of fun. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and good luck with your picks. If interested in placing real sports bets, then check out my latest daily free sports betting video in the bottom right corner. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next contest.